Tuesday, May 14th. We have pretty much 2.5, 3 days until I leave for Tidewater Comicon. And so pretty much I really need to lock in and get the convention prep done, like really badly. I need to get that finished. So I'm just gonna go right to work today and let's see what we need to do. I brought my second suitcase down so I could go through it and see what is even in here because I forgot at this point. It's like we got sticker books and then my enamel pins, which is good. So real quick, I'm just gonna go ahead and get all the panels up so I can just like take a look at everything visually together, and then I will start, I think, with product swaps. So I have the panels roughly set up. Now I need to go through and figure out what I want to swap, but that's the tricky part, right? Because like for people who go to a lot of the same conventions in the same area or just happen to end up at conventions I table at, if I have the same stuff every time, you know, they lose interest, like they'll go to someone else. They might have already gotten everything they want out of this selection. So it's hard because I have to cater towards people who are returning customers, which is a good portion, I imagine. But I also need to cater to people who haven't seen my booth before and who are new, and to them, some of the stuff they might want. So like I have to figure out what is such a bestseller that it's worth keeping even if people have seen it, and like what is not a lot of seller that is worth swapping out. Like that is the part that like I struggle with, I think, because like everything I have here I think it's worth having and I think someone will want, but some of it just doesn't sell well anyways. Like this bunny sprout, this is like one of my favorite designs ever, and I don't think I sold any of them at Richmond, and I think I've only sold a few online. So like this is one I know I should remove, and it's pretty much just going through that process over and over. So out of the sprout stickers, these are the 4 I'm gonna swap out. These are 4 that I don't think I sold any of. And now I will go grab what I'm swapping them out with. Okay, I'll be replacing these 4 with these 4 designs. A toothpaste sprout, which is a past patron award. Only patrons can buy them online for right now. Then we have this gamer sprout, a convention sprout, and then plant lover. Hopefully these sell a little bit better. Now to actually get them up there. Now I just have to make sure that I swap out the actual stickers in the container. I'm also swapping out these 2 nostalgia stickers with these 2 pony stickers. So the sprout stickers technically are still new for the Virginia Beach crowd. I didn't have that last year. So I think I'll be okay with those 2 swaps. With the nostalgia ones, most of these are bestsellers, so I don't want to mess with it too much. I think the 2 swaps I did are good, and I'll leave it for now. Obviously, these don't get swapped at all, and since the stickers are mostly those, probably the same, I in theory could swap the Adventure Cat and the Cookies and Cream Cat. They haven't sold too well at the 2 shows I've had them at so far, but I like those 2, and so I want to keep them for now, but we'll see for like Animazement. All of these prints sell well, so I'll leave those for now. I think that one went out of stock. I need to figure out which print was originally there. For this one, top row sells well. Really, they all sell pretty well, so I'm not gonna mess with that, especially because I will be adding, I think, 2 print boards, so like those are all fine. I might swap the stocking possums though. I need to see if I even have enough prints to put on 2 new boards. Never mind swapping things out, so I'll have to see about that. The Blue and Friends stickers, I'm pretty much just trying to offer them until I sell out, so I'm not going to swap any of those. Once the fan art sells out, it'll be gone for good pretty much. Sticker sheets, I'm not swapping out the fan art, at least until I get rid of them because I want them gone. The Pride puppies sell pretty well. I think I might swap out the Neapolitan with one of my newer sheets, but I'll have to think about it. The miscellaneous and puppy stickers are really where I can do some swaps probably. I have 2 stickers that sold out. I don't remember which one that was though. But the Jello Dino could go, the Strawberry Alien Cow could go. A lot of the others are kind of hit or miss, so I probably will leave them for now, at least for Tidewater. For the puppies, a lot of that didn't sell, so honestly a lot of that could be swapped, but I'll have to see if I have like puppy stickers ready to swap it out with. Before I continue, I'm gonna go get lunch, I think. Mostly because my June update sticky notes just got delivered and it is currently raining outside. And so with the way that Vistaprint doesn't package things well, I don't want to risk them being soaked. Let's open this bad boy up. They turned out so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's 12 o'clock, so let's get back to work. It is so rainy outside. So I think the part that is tripping me up most is like what I am doing with this. And I feel like, see, the problem is there are like, I think 6 tiers, but if there are different items, I have to make sure you can clearly see the prices. And so if I like put these down here, how would you know how much these cost? At least if I put them up, you could like see the price here, but that means I can only do like half of them. And I'm worried even like this, that people are like just not gonna see the price and like not know what this is and that kind of thing. So my backup plan is, what if I put these aside for right now. Okay, I got some other sticky notes. We have the shrimp fried rice, this retro design, this waffle design, and then this bedtime sprout design. We have 2 rows of sticky notes, which I think looks good. Okay. Now it's just a question of what I put up here. Now I could, in theory, do this. Maybe. But as you can see, the placement is just kind of awkward. So I would want these on the same row. So maybe I would do that and put a second dish magnet design here. So like that is an option. Or alternatively, I could do sticky notes and then my sticker sheets here. And I mean, I really like how this looks, like a lot. I feel like the sticker sheets work well. The only problem, well, there are a few, but the biggest problem is that there isn't quite enough room for all of the sticky notes to like fit together. It's kind of rough. So I'd have to like layer them almost so that people could take them in and out easily. I feel like this works. I could have pricing for the sticky notes down here pretty easily, but the pricing for the sticker sheets gets lost a little bit. I could like put it up here maybe, but I'm not sure. I do like how it looks. The other problem though is that means I'd have to replace this with something, and I don't know what to do, because I could replace it with stickers, but we run into the same issue that I was having with the extra 2 panels up here, in that I really don't want to print and have to go through and do all of that. But I like how it looks. I mean, my thought was, right now a majority of my cat stickers are taken up by the frappes. And I do have a lot of other cat stickers. So I could, in theory, take that panel, move it here, take off the cat frappe stickers, and fill in those 16 blanks with other designs, and then make just a cat frappe sticker panel and put those there. But I would have to have 16 cat designs that I have enough stock for that I could take it away from my online inventory. So I just went through, looked at my inventory. I do have enough designs to fill up 16 slots. Not by a lot, but I do. The current issue is, so I have the cat frappe keychains there, and I have the cat stickers next to it because obviously they go together. Now, if I keep the cat frappe stickers there, that's fine, but the actual cat stickers panel that you see would need to move somewhere else. But I don't know where I would move that to, because it starts at 81 and ends at 100, which, given like they already aren't in exact order, and that's fine, but I don't know if I would want to bump that directly up, or even here move things over, but have it start at 81 and then jump to one right next to it. So I think what I'll do, I'll take the cat frappe keychains, put them there, right? The new cat frappe stickers will go there. The cat stickers 80 to 100 will go on top, okay? That won't exist anymore. That will just be moved here. And then pretty much everything will just slide down one, in the sense that I'll probably start it at 1, move this down so it goes to 20. We'll do the random blue and friends, and then the like 60 will start there. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think that is the best way to do it. This is just a lot. This is so much for me to have to do in the next 2 days. Oh my god. So I connected one of my leftover foam cores to the back. Like that. And it prevents this back row from falling, like tilting behind. And also I'm gonna be able to put like pricing up here, which is really, really good. I think I'm happy with this for today. Obviously I still have work I need to do as far as pricing down here and fixing and putting the pricing there and that kind of thing. But as for keychain swaps, luckily most of these are new, at least from the last time I was at Virginia Beach. And I don't have enough keychains with enough stock to do many swaps, so I'm not gonna do any major swaps. I did run out of this keychain though, so I will be swapping it out with the heather flower sheep, because I do have enough of these. That's pretty much the only swap that I can make, which is fine, and I'm glad I don't have to do more than needed. I ended up cutting one of those in half and putting it down here for the sticky note pricing, and I think that is good. Set up a few more of the items. I have all 4 sticker books, the plushie container, and the coin purse container, and I still have this much room for something else. So I could maybe do the stationery. If not those, I was thinking of doing bookmarks, which might fit here better, although I would need to figure out a display for them, so I'm not sure. This is like bottom of the list as far as stuff I need to worry about right now though, but it's just like good to know. So one of my big struggles has been displaying my reusable sticker books in a way that makes sense and is clear to people, because before I didn't really have room. I have this like easel that you put books on, and I think having the back row raised would help, but the problem is I only have one, and I'm like 80% sure when I bought them like 2 years ago I had 2, and I don't know where the other one is. And I looked on Amazon, and you can only buy them in packs of like 10 and 12, so that would not be useful for me, and I don't want to spend $20 just on that. So I need to either find the second one or figure out what I am doing. So the big things that I still need to do. I need to set up the 2 print panels. but I'm gonna wait until I have the new cat sticker panel printed off so that I can use it to cut those to size. Then I need to print and set up the cat panel. That shouldn't be too bad. I need to replace these two prints, but I think they just sold out, so I just need to tape them back up, I think. I need to double check the counts of my pins, buttons, sticker books. I think that's the majority of it. There is other smaller stuff that I need to do, like make sure I have enough glassine bags, and I need to grab freebie prints, which I'm doing right now since I literally sold out of all of the ones at Richmond. I'm gonna grab some of March's freebie prints. I have a bunch left over from November, so I'm gonna grab some of those. I have a bunch of these old Blue Birthday ones, which I'll bring as well. I'm gonna bring what I have left of my old July prints, just to add like a different theme in there. I like to give people options. I'm gonna bring what I have left of my 3rd shop anniversary prints from last year. Same with my leftover January prints. And then I'll bring a few of April's. Now this should be plenty, but I'll go ahead and grab my business cards to put in here as well. And there we go. And also, originally the sticky notes took up this whole panel. Now that they're moved, I can move the buttons from there to here, and the lanyards to here as well, which means that whole panel is open now, which means in theory I could do a whole other panels worth of pins. The issue is though, I would need 32 pins, and I really don't think I have that. So out of the pins I currently have, I have 19 that I could bring, but that does still leave a whole row and a half. I would need at least 11 more pins, and I could in theory bring this month's Patreon, the dragons, which after that I would need 9 more. Even if the June Patreon and shop pin got here tomorrow, that would still be 6. So I don't know. It's probably worth me doing and just having some empty spots. But that's another thing I have to think about as well now. Okay, so I found a smaller pin holder where I only needed to have 16, so I actually am able to remove 2 of the pins. So the pin situation is partially solved. That's good, plushie's there. I figured out a way that I could offer my bookmarks just in this container, and then I think I'll do my 2 greeting cards here, but I might scrap it, I'm not sure. But things are slowly coming together, I think. Okay, so I have new prints. I just went ahead and cut out these 2 new panels, and now I need to figure out the best order for them. So this is what I was thinking of doing for the first new one. And here's what I have for this one so far. I still need 2 more. Okay, so here's what I have for the 2 new panels. I think a lot of these are good prints to include. I obviously still need this last one. I need to figure out which one I want to put there, but we'll see. That's a tomorrow thing. 6 orders because I have about 20 that I need to get done before Friday. Got a lot done, made a lot of progress. I am calling it quits down here for today though, because my feet really hurt and just my head is kind of swimming with all of the stuff that I need to do. So I think I'm gonna go upstairs, make a list, maybe draw a little. It is Wednesday, May 15th. I have 2 days until Tidewater, I have a lot that I need to get done in the next 2 days. And it's around 11, I think. Yeah, it's 10:55, so I'm gonna make lunch, make a latte, and then get to work. What? And here is today's latte. Pretty much hazelnut to caramel. What are you doing? Silly. While I have the most energy, I'm gonna go ahead and pack like 10 orders, pretty much what I need to, and then I'll move on to the actual convention prep. Okay, I have 6 orders left to pack, which I can do tomorrow, but that's good. I have the new cat sticker panel made. I just need to print it and mount it and all of that, so that's what we'll do next. So my printer finally ran out of ink, specifically the blue, which is why this does not, it's not like the end of the world. It's not totally unusable. It's just like a little patchy. The bigger issue to me though is that the K gets cut off here. It printed kind of like sideways a little. So I don't want to spend money on printer ink. I haven't had to buy new ink for my printer in like a good 2 years or something because I barely use it. Like the only thing I've used it for is to print the convention panels. So I don't want to spend the money, and also I don't know if it would get here in time. It would have to get here tomorrow. And like I wanted to have this stuff done today. And like my one chance of it coming tomorrow would have been Amazon. But I don't even order the ink from Amazon. I get it right from the Canon website. So not only is it almost $60, but it wouldn't even ship until I left, pretty much. Like, I'm not gonna spend $60 on ink. Apparently Amazon has some listed. This is my printer. It seems to be the same. For some reason it's $25. And it's free overnight delivery. So I think I'm gonna risk it because it's only $25. And hopefully it gets here, but I don't know what to do. So I ordered it, and that's good. It'll get here tomorrow. That's fine. But I don't know what to do now because I mean I can do everything else, but I really wanted to get that part done because obviously that is a big chunk of it. So I guess I'll just try to do everything else. Luckily, I have the orders packed, but now I need to just grab the rest of the stock and restocks that I need to do for the convention stuff, like the enamel pins, and I can go ahead and grab the cat stickers and that kind of thing. The swaps I'm doing for the puppy stickers. These are the 6 I'm gonna swap out because these guys didn't really sell well, and like these 2 are Christmas themed and it's May. These are what I'm swapping them out with. These are ones that I have a lot of extra stock of, and like ones that I think will sell well, like stickers are my love language, cane user, bagel beagle, etc. Okay, grab the puppy stock. Now I just need to swap it out in here. So here is my layout for the new cat stickers panel. Obviously I can't stick them down since this isn't the final, but I have it planned out, which is good. Swapped 3 of the cat nostalgia stickers out for these 3 guys, which is good. Now for the annoying part is getting all of these like labeled and put in here. So that'll take me a little bit now. Okay, I have pretty much every single thing done, except for this, which this is a design that I already had set aside for conventions I was going to use, but I remembered that I had my North Carolina state cat already assigned for conventions that I had swapped out last time. And I would like to do that instead, but I need to find where I put it because I'm not sure. Okay, I have the 2 new print panels up. So the only panel I still need to do is obviously the one for tomorrow. And then I need to find a print to put there, but otherwise that aspect of the display is done, thankfully. Now I just need to go through the pins, get restocks for those, same with the buttons, and the miscellaneous stuff like hair claws. Okay, so I have all of my enamel pin restocks grabbed. I got the new pins, got the extras of those here. I added my Fresno Nightcrawler Mothman print to this. Things are coming together. We don't have much left to do. At this point, I'm gonna start packing the stuff that I'm like for sure done with. So like the hair claw restocks and the button restocks and stuff. But that goes in my second suitcase like last time. And since I had to put both clothes and a little bit of convention stuff in here, I need to put the clothes in first so that I can put the convention stuff on top, so that when I build my setup, I can just take that stuff, close it, and then take this back to the hotel. So I need to do that next. Okay, I have that done. Now we should start adding some stuff. As far as I'm aware, I don't need to add anything else to this, and the physical setup is done. Obviously aside from that, but that doesn't matter, so I'm just going ahead and breaking down now. Hi friends, it is Thursday, May 16th. My printer ink came in. I leave for Tidewater tomorrow morning, so we have a little less than 24 hours to go, and I need to wrap up all of my work, starting with this. This does not look anything like my other cartridges, so hopefully it works. It said it was compatible, so we'll see. So I did it, but not without fully dyeing my hands, which is not great. My hopes are not that high considering this happened, but we'll see how it prints. So far, so good. Although that C is a little cut off, but I can live with that. And there we go. That turned out exactly how it needed to. Which means now I can put the stickers on here and mount it to foam core and then put Velcro on that and then finish packing everything. I also am pretty sure that I did not update the like charm divider for these. I can't remember, so I need to remember to try and do that tomorrow, since obviously I can't get to it now. Okay, I also have all of my shop orders packed, which it's just after 12, so that's really good. Really good. I even just did an extra 7, so I will be a little bit ahead of the game. A bit. And then I went in kind of just filling in the colors. I have Sundays video done now. I just finished the thumbnail as well. I am very excited. It is pretty much 5 p.m. And I have everything done that I need to as far as I'm aware. I'm always nervous that I'm forgetting something, and like, I mean, I'm sure there is stuff that I should do before the convention actually starts. Like, I do need to get the sales tax set up in my Square Reader and that kind of thing. But I do have a tiny bit of time in the morning, and also, like, it's not like the convention starts tomorrow. We just set up tomorrow. So it should be fine. And I'm pretty much just gonna relax. Ahead of what will be like a very stressful 2 weeks. What? Why? No! It is Friday, May 17th. I have about like an hour and a half until my mom's here and we leave for Tidewater. I have a few things I need to get done. I need to grab some stuff. Got my suitcases all packed and ready to go. I just need to grab some smaller stuff, so it's almost time. I have about 20-30 minutes until my mom is here, so I need to grab the last few things. I am so anxious. She'll be here anytime. It's about a 3.5 hour drive, which all things considered isn't that bad, but just being in cars makes me anxious. So plus, like, we've been there twice now, so I know that the area around Norfolk or whatever sucks, and like getting up to that point is fine, and Virginia Beach itself is fine, but just that area is not great. And I'm nervous about trying to set up my 8-foot table. And just like that, we were there. I usually don't record anything of the actual driving just because my phone is used as the GPS, so that kind of takes priority. But this is the Virginia Beach Convention Center, and the drive really wasn't that bad at all. Which, I mean, I didn't think it would be, but that Norfolk area does suck because you come out of a tunnel and have to immediately cross 6 lanes of traffic to take the first exit. That part sucks, but that really is the only part that does, so. Tidewater didn't actually start today, so it was just a setup and then go to our hotel. I believe we got here at 1:30-ish in the afternoon, and I assumed it would take me like 2 hours to set up, especially because I'd never set up this specific 8-foot table before, and I ended up being about right. It took, I think, just over 2 hours maybe, but we couldn't check into our hotel until 4 p.m., so it worked out. Like I believe I mentioned in the vlog, I did Tidewater the year before this, so this is technically my second time, and the same people run a very similar convention, at least from the artist's perspective, in August, Superstar Anime. So as far as I'm concerned, I've really done this 3 times now, which is part of why it's one of my favorite shows and areas to vend at, because I am familiar with it at this point more than almost any other, aside from, I guess, Raleigh conventions. I have done 3 of those now. But each convention really uses that convention center differently, and it's just a lot more stressful because the parking isn't as straightforward, that kind of thing. I am overall so happy with how this table turned out, especially considering how much I did in the last few days. I think it turned out really good. The thing that sucks though is that I have no idea how I'm going to go back to a 6-foot table, because a majority of conventions are 6 foot, and GalaxyCon Raleigh in July is also 6 foot, so I have no idea how I'm gonna like try to use the same stuff then too, because I really like that sticker sheet display, so I don't know. But after that we went to our hotel, it was time to check in, and we pretty much had this whole day to ourselves, which given 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. isn't a ton of time, but that's pretty good. I hadn't been to the beach since last August when I did Superstar Anime, so this was so fun and exciting. I didn't even stay on the beach when I did Tidewater last year. I stayed at one of the convention center hotels. So I was so excited. Look at these horsies! At this point though, it was time for us to get dinner, so we got pizza from one of the local places. Like I've mentioned, one of the things I love about Virginia Beach is how walkable it is, so we just walked there and picked it up. And we got ice cream. And then it was time for the beach and the pool, assuming there was no one there. It was very overcast on Friday, which is my ideal beach weather if I'm being honest. I just love the beach so much. It was also a little chilly. I think it was maybe 65 out. And let me tell you, the beach water was really, really cold. So I didn't spend much time in the actual water because it was very chilly. I guess not being surprising considering it was mid-May and considering the weather, but I enjoy just standing in front of it as much anyways. And I saw this bird. I'm not sure if it's a raven or a crow. I think it's a raven, but it was very cute. And speaking of birds, these two ducks were just sleeping. I thought they were statues at first, but they aren't. And then we did manage to get an empty pool for a little bit. But now it is Saturday, May 18th, and time for the first day of Tidewater. It started off pretty overcast, but it very quickly started raining. It rained pretty much this whole entire day, I believe. Which, I love the rain, and it didn't seem to deter people from coming, especially when they buy their tickets ahead of time anyways. But it did kind of mean no beach time today, which was very sad. Anyways, before going, I decided to grab coffee from this little coffee shop that was right next to the hotel. It was genuinely perfect. It was a very cute little area. I got a strawberry latte, which was so delicious. And also, like, very aesthetic. Look at that. But after that, it was time to head over to the convention center and start the first day of the convention. It was immediately pouring as soon as we got out of the car. Last year's Tidewater, I didn't make a ton, so I was very nervous going in, especially with it raining, to see, what the crowd was going to be like. But as you'll hear later, I ended up being quite pleasantly surprised, all things considered. And now it's time to start day one. I did end up bringing enough freebie prints for this convention, which I'm so happy about because I have run out at the last few, which has made me very upset because obviously I want people to get their freebie prints, especially because it has all of my information on the back. It's essentially just like a big business card. Luckily, I did bring enough, which is very good. And someone gave me this sparkly Blue's Clues pause sticker. The first hour was pretty slow, I believe, slower than last year's. The time lapse you're seeing is, I think, from around the peak of 12 or 1. I also got given a couple of more trinkets, like I'm literally a convention crow collecting this stuff. But overall, day one is going really well. And just like that, it was over and time to go back to the hotel. And boy, it was still raining. This time, I think even worse. Which again, I don't mind, but then it was time to grab dinner and a little treat. Friends, I do not have long to talk, but it is going really well so far. Last year, the amount we made, not profited, but like made, we had made just today. Again, not profit, but made, you know, net. We'll see how tomorrow goes, but so far this is seeming like a good show. The only thing that sucks is that it's really rainy right now, so can't really enjoy the beach, unfortunately, but it's still fun. Look, like you can't even see how stormy it is. Like the waves are humongous. Look at that. A lot of work. What do you mean? It is Sunday, May 19th. This is the last day of Tidewater. We go from 11 to 5 today, and then we head home. So let's see how it goes today. I started my morning by going back to the same coffee place and getting a hot latte this time. Sundays are always so bittersweet because I never want to leave this area, especially when I know it'll be so long until I come back. I was originally going to skip Superstar this year because that one I didn't do very well at, but I ended up regretting not signing up. So I applied to the waitlist, and it's only 2 or 3 months away, so I don't think I'll get off of the waitlist. Which, if that's the case, that means it'll be a whole year before I come back here, and that makes me so sad. But with day 1 going really, really well, it was time to start day 2. I was very excited. I mean, also sad, like I just said, to be leaving the beach, but excited to see how it's gonna go. I had brought, I think, like 20 Sky Puppy plushies, and I ended up selling out of all of them very early in day 1, like to another vendor. So I didn't have any plushies left for the entirety of day 2, which was really upsetting because you don't want to sell out of stuff, really, because then you lose out on possible sales. Also, I got this guy. So I definitely underestimated the demand. Luckily, I believe that's the only thing that sold out the whole weekend. I think I might have sold out of maybe a sticker or a print, but it was nothing awful. And as a whole, day 2 also went really, really well. We over doubled the amount of profit that we made at last year's Tidewater, which was wild to me. Like, comparing our hotel expenses, last year's we spent $610 for the hotel, and for this year we spent $483, which is not an insignificant difference. And you also have to keep in mind, this year we were staying beachfront. Last year we didn't, we just stayed near the convention center. So that was cheaper and on the beach, which was also wild. But from what I heard, I think the biggest thing that made sales better for everyone across the board was that they, I think, halved the amount of artists this year. I mean, that's just what others have said. It might not be like exactly half, but it was a lot smaller this time. So I think that makes sense. And also my table this year was a lot better than last year's, especially with it being 8 foot this time. So I think it was just a lot of different circumstances that ended up working out really well in our favor for this go of it. I have no clue if 8 feet is going to stay the standard for this convention, or even if they're going to keep this amount of artists. So who's to say what next year will be like if I get in. As of recording this ended up being my third best convention ever. Only behind GalaxyCon, Richmond, and Raleigh. Those were my top two. Which, considering this is only a 2-day convention, is like really, really good. It beat out AwesomeCon, which is a 3-day in Washington, D.C., Animate Raleigh. Hi! So, overall, it was just an incredible weekend. Thank you so much to everyone who stopped by. And just like that, I was home. But that's not the end of it, because we got home Sunday night, and Animazement setup starts on Thursday, so I pretty much had to jump immediately into convention prep for Animazement, and that is where we will pick up in the next vlog. A little bit of Animazement prep, and then actually vending at Animazement. Anyways, that was the whole Tidewater experience. Again, really amazing show. I would definitely recommend it if you're within like a 4-hour drive. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this convention vlog, and I hope you're looking forward to the Animazement one. See you next week.